Let me tell you why you should do things that you might never get credit for, or that nobody else is willing to do. And so I'll explain this with an example. When in my office environment or in my college environment, I always see some things that nobody is willing to do. And it obviously sucks. That's why they're not willing to do it, because the disappointment on it is like super high. And it's a very public facing role sometimes, and people hate it. And here is why you should actually do it. When you understand that just doing those activities does more for you than you do for them, then it makes sense. So, what I said, to simplify that, just showing up every day to a place, right? That actions, that continuous, consistent actions do more work for you. They build your discipline muscle than probably after showing up every day. Maybe your productivity isn't the same. Maybe you're not getting done as much, but you are probably getting done more than what you would have done if you didn't show up. But still, maybe the external outputs aren't coming to you, or maybe the crowd isn't seeing how hard you're working. Maybe the credit isn't going where it's due, and you should still do those actions because they just train you to be okay with not getting credit, and being happy with being at peace with yourself, because you've done everything you can. And damn, even though it's pretty difficult and you feel hate when people don't notice the hard work that you're doing, and nobody else is working as hard as you, at least in your view, in your perspective, then it will be pretty difficult to do those actions. And always, when you look back at the past, you see that whenever you worked hard, even though you didn't get great results, it was still a good time, because that showed you your limits, that showed you that you could work hard, that showed you that if your life depended on something, you could probably do it in a day, do it in 2 days. And so take that step to do things that nobody else is willing to do. And maybe somebody else sometimes takes credit for it, or maybe nobody notices that action because it wasn't good enough. Still, it just works way more on you and trains you. So try and do those actions. And I know it sucks not getting credit where it's due, or sucks when people don't notice how hard you're working. And instead of going into a hateful phase, just be happy that that is the true you, that you're doing things even though nobody's noticing. And be happy that you're such a wonderful person, because you are doing things that nobody else would do, even when nobody else is looking. And so you're not doing it for others at all, not to gain respect in any way, but yeah, you're doing it for yourself.